Hello everyone, welcome back. 7 Days to Die. I got some updates for you guys. I did some research into the Alpha 13 release that's coming up, and we'll talk about that in today's video. I just came in here. I think we're probably going to work on getting some trees to finish the spikes, but I did want to talk about what I read, so let's get right into it. Let's eat some bear meat. Bear meat is so delicious, and it's nutritious. It's good for you. So, according to the developers, Alpha 13 still does not have an actual release date, which kind of blows. But let me double check here real quick before we get going. We are completely out of wood from that last episode, I believe. Yeah, alright, let's go. It's just going to be getting daytime, I think. Alright, so it looks like they've completely changed, you know, Alpha, I don't know if Alpha 12 had the full-blown changes. I think it had a fair amount. But basically, wait, did I get? Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright, we need wood and scrap. Okay, let's get some wood. Let's get some wood. Alright, so this is one of the things right here. So what they've done is they've actually made it to where you have to use the correct tool. Well, you don't have to, but if you use the correct tool, as you hit it on the lower right-hand side of the screen, if you're familiar with Rust, you're going to see as you're hitting things going into your inventory. All right, hey, there we go. You're going to see things going into your inventory for every hit. Like it'll say 10 wood, 20 wood, 30 wood. And it's going to show an actual health bar, like right where your crosshair is. It's going to show a health bar of whatever it is that you're working on. So I'm working on trees, so it'd be like 100%, and there'll be 80, 70, 60, whatever the ratio is going to be. And it looks like they added more health. I'm going to just call it health. They added more health to the tree. And so you can get more from it. Like this tree, for example, right here. This tree right here probably traditionally would give us maybe 7 logs. The developer was hitting a tree like this, and they got like 20 logs or something, 12 logs. They got a lot more, so it'd be like 3, 6, 9, 12, and they got that. And then when it fell over still, they also got this. So that's interesting. Now, it also showed them going to like a boulder, right? And as they hit it, the same things, right? Instead of that animation there, that animation is gone. It looks like it's gone. So instead of that happening, what happens is you hit it, like say I'm this close. As you hit it, you can see the size of the boulder on my screen. You'll see it shrink down. It'll, like this edge here, that edge that you can see defined, as I hit this, that edge would shrink down and it would get smaller and smaller. And then it didn't look like it actually disappeared, which is interesting, all right? So it didn't look like it actually disappeared, but the item shrunk down. One of the really cool things, and I'm doing this just from memory from something that I read and looked at probably 8 hours ago, so bear with me, peoples. One of the coolest things I saw, and it's not everything because they're not finished with it. I tend to think it's going to be a while before the release because the stuff they were talking about they didn't show, and it sounded like pretty big changes. They're making changes again to the crafting system and inventory crafting system, stuff like that. So. One of the cool things, like I was saying, that I saw is they're going to put a spotlight in the game. And it looks like a giant, like, maybe one of those lights you'd see on a bridge or on the top of a building that's, like, shining onto a parking lot. Like a giant halogen bulb spotlight, right? And you can set it on the ground. Say I wanted to set it on the ground here and aim it that way. And it would shine a light, big spotlight over toward my house. They said, it's really good for, like, say you're mining a wall. So you'd put it down and you'd mine a wall instead of using a torch, right? Like with all the, 7 Days has a good mix of old and new, right? So old and new. All right, let's say old being a pick, new being a auger. Old being an axe, new being a chainsaw. Old being a blunderbuss, new being a shotgun. So it's a good mix. But what they were missing, was better lighting. Now, they have torches, which is old. They have lights, like on the flashlight on your weapon, and they also have the miner's helmets. So it's like a perfect addition to some of the items in here, being a giant spotlight. I like that. I think that you could make, what would be really cool would be you make a, like, say my structure, and I come out so many blocks, and on 4 corners I shine back to it. It would look like a really crazy looking, like how they highlight like a marquee or a movie plaza or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. All right, so those are some of the major changes that I saw, but they said that they were also changing, like I said, the inventory and maybe the way you craft things. So the interesting thing about all this stuff is, and they're still calling it an alpha, which is, man, it's been a couple years in alpha now. But I'm not complaining at all, because I think the game is awesome. I love the game. I love it like it is. I mean, I've liked it since, I don't even remember what the numbers of the alphas were, but Alpha 12 was a big one, with the motorbikes, the mini bikes. I mean, yeah, the bears are cool, but the mini bikes was the big thing. But every time, now it seems the latest couple of alpha updates have been huge changes, right? One of the other big changes in Alpha 12 was the sky and the biomes. Remember the biomes? The biomes used to be like you'd be in a desert, and you were in that desert for a while. And then you knew every biome was separated by the rivers that run everywhere, right? And now they're no longer like that. I mean, if you look at the map, there's almost no rivers anymore. And look at this. So green biome, then we got the the dried grass biome, snow biome. They're all intermixed together. And no more of the rivers, which, I don't know, I kind of like the rivers in a way, but I guess the rivers would be kind of a pain in the butt if you went into them on your mini bike. You'd be hosed. Now, one of the other big changes that they showed was changes again to the zombies. All right, the zombies are changed now. Well, they're the skins are changed, right? So, like, Lady looks like she's a little older and a little fatter, and she's got like a dark, dingy, maybe blue dress on. Delicious Dr. Pepper. And what else? Oh, okay, so there's the big guy. I don't know if they replaced or if they're just adding. So we can only speculate right now, but the one they showed was a lady with a tank top dress on, but she was way uglier. The other one they showed was a big guy, like big boy, but he didn't have the Hawaiian shirt on. He looked kind of more zombie-ish, like a dark blue shirt, and so he took a ton of shots. He was shooting with a shotgun, right? And he took a ton of shots to kill him. The other thing is, if you shoot him in the leg, they'll kind of like fall to the side, reach down and grab their leg like you legged them, right? And then if you shoot him in the arm, they kind of fall over to the side and grab their arm. So it's almost like they went a little specific on hit detection on the zombies. All right? So those are some of the big things that I saw. Let's see. Do I need to update any of these before I go find more? I need scrap. I need the scrap. I need the scrap. We don't have any scrap. Alright. See if... I think... I don't remember if we went through, like, all of our stuff down there, but we'll go check. So, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's, again, the way that they're doing these updates, in my opinion, 227 rebar frames. Alright, let's take a quick look at... One yields us 4. $456. All right, we'll make those, and we'll save these. And we've got 63 here. All right, good. So it's like, to me, did you guys see something on the corner of my screen? Wow, that was weird. Look, I thought somebody was over there. Creepy. Creepy time in the city. You guys notice I have 22 nails in the gun? Jam! There's no real zombies around. And I'm playing this on Halloween Day. Zombie. Alright, so the cool thing about these, the way they're doing these alpha updates now, they're almost like, not necessarily with Alpha 12, but before that, maybe 11, and now 13, it's like they're almost reinventing the game, okay? But there's some issues. There's some issues we need to talk about. Is it going to craft them all at once? One big Biome! All right, we'll wait on this. So here's an issue, right? You can now hit cars, right? First let's start with this. You don't search air conditioners anymore. You can't go up to them and search them. You got to break them, right? When you break them, they'll give you certain things. Now, if you break them with this, which is the wrong tool for it, you're going to get scrap metal, okay? Now, if you break it with a wrench, like the pipe wrench, you know? If you break it with the pipe wrench, you're going to get scrap metal, short iron pipes, stuff like that. Same thing with the cars, right? The cars, we're almost done here. With the cars, you can break it with this, you're going to get scrap metal. But if you break it with the correct tool, and the correct tool for that is the wrench, you'll get cloth from the seats. You'll get scrap metal, you'll get short iron pipes. There's a chance to get an engine, a headlight, tires, okay? There's a chance to get all that stuff that's on a car. There we go. That's pretty cool, right? So maybe there'd be and those are like the low percentage things, right? You're gonna get scrap metal, you're gonna get maybe short iron pipes, something like that, as your high, and cloth as your high percentage items. Your low percentage items might be an engine, might be a, tires, engine, headlight, things like that. Maybe a battery. Now, batteries would be cool because those are the hard things to get for your mini bikes. So, I think that's pretty cool. Here's the problem, and I was reading in the forum, I'm like, that's really cool, and everybody in there's like, oh, this is so cool. And someone's like, you guys are all the same. You're all like, I forget what the exact wording was, but it's almost like the pups going to the mother's milk, you know what? I should probably go get that, because we might get some scrap out of it. All right, we're gonna just run over there. I don't feel like getting out my bike. Miss the old days of having to run. Oh my gosh. Old school running. It's a lot harder to find it. All right, let's drink some beer if we can. Don't mind if I do. All right, so reading in the forums, they were talking about, everybody was like, Google. It's so good. I'm slobbering all over my mouth. Because, again, you want to give props to game developers like the Fun Pimps, because they're continuing. And I don't even think it's that big of a group, because it's really only one or two spokespeople that are talking about this stuff. So everybody's, all slobbering all over themselves, how cool all this stuff sounds. And it is cool, and you should slobber, because, again, they're doing a good job. This thing wasn't far at all. Dr. Pepper time. Delicious. So someone said, listen, all right, and this is a legitimate thing. All right, so how many of us, all of us, fill up our inventory and maybe we've got one slot, like everything's full and we got one slot. Maybe we've been out away from the house and we've been pillaging the area for loot. All right, you go up to a car and you've got the correct thing, right? You've got your wrench and you start hitting the car. Well, let's say you don't have any cloth in your inventory. It's going to fill that one spot up with cloth. Now you can't collect anything else. What's going to happen? Because remember, it's like Rust. All of you guys out there got a lot of big fans of Rust, right? A lot of meatheads like the Rust. So do I. And in Rust, when you punch things or hit things, you can see you're hitting it for a while, but on the side of your screen, it's saying 10 wood, 20 wood, 30 wood, 40 wood, and it's counting it up, what you're getting from this thing. Well, that's the same thing it does when you're hitting stuff. 2 rocks, 3 rocks, 4 rocks, or 2 scrap, 3 scrap. Well, what if your inventory's full and you don't have that item to stack? Or let's say that your stack is full. This thing is taking a while to get down. Wow. Let's say that your stack is full. What happens then? Okay, what happens then? That could be an issue. That could be an issue. You guys understand what I'm saying? How that could be a problem? Kind of like this. How could we solve this problem? I know. We'll chop the tree down. Solved. Don't mind. I love these things. I think this is one of the coolest parts of the game. A plane flies by, drops out a care package with a parachute with this. And I hope that they keep it this way where this keeps going because it'd be so much easier to find. And we didn't get anything we wanted. Don't need this. I'll take that. Don't need that. All right. So there could be some issues with the way that it comes into your inventory and if you're out of space, something like that. But I'm trying to think of Rust. Now, Rust, I think you have a weight limit, right? I'm trying to think. I can't. It's hard to switch back and forth between games. I haven't played Rust in a while, but I'm pretty sure you have a weight limit or you have an inventory limit. All right. So same thing. I mean, if you're hitting a tree, it's just gonna stop giving you wood. Maybe if your inventory's full, it's just gonna stop giving you the stuff from the thing. So it might not even be an issue. All right. It might not be an issue. It might just be crying over spilt milk. That was gross. If you know what I'm talking about. Spilled milk time in the city. See how far away I can actually hit her? That's how far away they can hit. That's why, on the server it looks goofy. You actually get hit a lot more. Oh, nurse! I hope they don't get rid of the nurse. Whoa. Calm down, lady. You can close those. What? Close yourself up there, friend. Close it up. All right. Continue on. So, to me, it sounds, irregardless, continuing to work toward a better and better game is awesome. Now, one of the things I think what people were getting at was they're saying, well, look, you're still calling this game alpha, right? But I'm not active in any forums. I actually hate forums. I think forums are ridiculous. I'm not trying to judge anybody because I don't do that, but I don't understand. There's a difference between not understanding something and then judging other people for doing something that you don't do. Just because I don't do it doesn't mean it's good or bad. But when I don't understand it, I like to question it. But I don't want to insult anyone. It's because forums are very active. They're extremely active. I mean, like Reddit, for example, is basically a forum, right? It's a forum. So here's my quehon about forums. If you're a forum user, what is the draw of forums? Why is typing something somewhere and either hoping somebody replies to it or having a conversation in a specific place about an item? So let me give you a little backlog. Here's why I quote don't understand them. Because when you search for something, when you do like a Google search, say you want to find out why is my hard drive doing this? Why is my graphics card doing that? How do I add memory to my computer? How do I change a tire on a car? Anything. Okay, you get my point? Any question you have, anything you may want to just query into Google. Nine times out of 10, the answers are in forums. And the questions that I ask, the questions that I specifically ask Google, 7 times out of 10 are like guesses. You can see they're guessing. It's like somebody asks, a forum, it says, if I ask Google the question, right? And it comes up with the search results. And then I click on one that looks like, that looks like it has the answer. I click on it. What I'm going to be looking at is someone else asking the question in a forum and some other random forum member answering the question or attempting to answer the question. And I'm telling you, 7 times out of 10, they're guessing and they're wrong. Now, there are forums where they have, say like Intel. Intel's got a forum where there's the admins or administrators are actually like Intel employees or NVIDIA or like OBS and things like this. There are good forums where the people who are going to be answering your questions are actually in the know. They're in the know about your question, and you'll probably get your answer, right? You'll probably get your answer, which is good, right? That's what you're looking for. But these other ones that drive me bonkers are the ones where you just straight up know these people are guessing. I don't know how I got off on forums. Oh, I know how I got off on forums. We need to find some scrap, you guys, like mass quantities of it. We need like 400 scrap. We might need to... Oh, shoot! I forgot about that! Oh my gosh, I turned the corner into the spikes! Oh, death at my own hand. Not good. So here's the deal. The forum topic got brought up. Somebody can please... If you're a big forum user, right? Click. Maybe you can explain to me the draw of a forum, right? I mean, I guess in a way, Twitter is kind of that way, so I might be being hypocritical about this. Twitter might be the same way. It's just a single... Iron fragments? No, I need iron, thank you. It might be like a single user version of a forum. But I just think it's funny. I'm like the world is run by forums. And I see people, the funny thing to me is that I see people and they're like, they give them titles, how long they're in there, how much they respond, how much they post. I don't even know what a sticky link is. And I could never post in a forum because there's all these rules, right? There's these rules. People are like, this is the wrong place to post that. You got to post that over on this. I'm looking at, this has been closed. This forum is no longer active. The sticky for this is over here. It's like, I understand you have to have like organization, but how in the heck are you supposed to figure that stuff out? My gosh. All right, can we break some of this down? Yes. 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 All right. I don't think you can break down hunting right now. Can't break down a hunting rifle stock. All right. So anyway, forum-wise, right? So the whole topic got brought up because this is so loud. Somebody also said, "Can you please change the sound of breaking metal?" It's a pig hitting metal. I don't know what you guys really want. I'm not saying you guys. I mean the forum people. So what they were saying on the forums were, look, you guys are still calling this thing an alpha, but you're not taking any feedback from us, the players, on maybe what we might like to see or how to maybe adjust some things that are already in game. And it's interesting. I don't know if they're not. I can't tell you myself if they're not taking that information. But that would be interesting to say, yeah, it's awesome they keep developing the game, but maybe maybe some user input might really come in handy, you know? Might really. Oh, they also said they changed the way, like, when you drop an item. I don't know, that it doesn't look easy. You actually see it, but we can see that now. So that he showed him dropping a jar of water, and he talked about the way it interacts with the world or something. Not really sure on that one, but anyway, I thought this was a good topic. I thought doing the logs was going to be boring, but I have to get them done. But so I went and read this stuff, made sure I got some information for you guys so we could have a little discussion about it. Feel free to leave your comments below or ideas. I'm going to scroll in videos like this. I scroll through and I look at the comments, you guys. I know traditionally I don't look at them because YouTube comments are like troll, right? But in videos like this, let's get some interaction going. I don't expect you guys to tweet me all your questions, so we can have a conversation in the comment section. I'll look through your guys' stuff, and then maybe I'll discuss it like in a future video coming up. But at this point, today being Halloween, October 31st, 2015, there is no actual posted release date for Alpha 13. But there's a lot of big things in it, which means, let's say it comes out Q1, like January, February of 2016. That means when we take a break from 7 days and we resume it, it's going to be like a whole new, not a whole new thing, but a lot of new stuff to keep it interesting. And there was something they were talking about else that made me think there's going to be more bunkers. I forget what it was. Bunker light, bunker some. It was bunker in a word of a part. Like bunk. Oh, dude, I forgot. There's a new door. There's a new door. And it's got the, like, it looks like it's off a ship, a port door, like a portal door. You know, you spin the thing and it's kind of oval shaped. It's got a frame, but the door inside the frame is oval shaped. And it looks like, you know, the animation is when you hit it, it spins the wheel, just like on a ship, and then when the wheel spins, you see like the pins retracting, and then the door opens. That makes me think that there's going to be more stuff involved with a bunker or bunker style stuff. Pretty interesting things. Hope you guys enjoyed the information. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Later.